Hi, Shalom. Welcome, Kuram. We'll just wait a few more minutes for everyone to join us. You can take a piece of paper, a pen, coffee if you're from Canada. Hi, everyone from Canada. Or, I don't know, something for Sunday if you're here in Israel. You can. A few more minutes for other participants. Today you're going to speak about, it's all about to be or not to be. Hi, Jenna. Great seeing you. Okay. Let's wait just a few more minutes for everyone to join us. I'm really happy to see some of you and new faces. It's very hot and humid here in Tel Aviv, so I hope I won't melt during this a webinar. Please understand, it's like 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Yeah, let's wait just 2 more minutes and we'll start. בסדר. Okay. Hope everything is good. הכל טוב. You can record this webinar. Feel free to do so, or ask me to send you link of this recorded webinar, of course, for free. Okay. 1 more minute, I promise. For our late Israeli students, can. Okay. Okay. So yeah, late people, don't worry about it. You can rewatch this. Okay. So I'm really happy to see a lot of our students and also new faces, actually new names. And today it's going to be all about להיות or לא להיות, to be or not to be. This is a subject that a lot of our students struggle with, and there's a good reason for this. So before doing so, 2 minutes preview. Most of you know this, but it's super important for me. So nice to meet you, Naimad. אני גילי from מקומי. Tailor-made Hebrew lessons online in Tel Aviv for all lessons. And we believe in a holistic learning method, leaning mainly on your knowledge and not on your memory. This is a very familiar example for students. Okay, you know this, it's going to be fast. If an 8-year-old will come and ask you, how much is 4 times 5? You can say it's 20. So he can memorize this, he can sing it, he can write it 100 times. Eventually it's going to stick. Or you can say it's 20, but you know, you need to count the 4, 5 times in order to be there. And you will count it together. And you'll say, oh, cool, I get it. So one of them is leaning on his memory, and one of them is leaning on his knowledge. So which one do you think will be able to answer how much is 4 times 7? He may need to write it down, the 4s, and count it. May take some time, a few times, or he can count in and get the wrong answer, but eventually he will be able to answer any 2 numbers you put there. It will be easier for him to handle mathematics, move forward, progress, like dividing and solving equations. And even in real life, it will be easier for him to, give his friends cookies and counting things. It will be also easier for him to trust in his intuition, because if someone asks him how much is 10 times 4, it's absolutely more than 20. Okay, so a lot of times we need to trust our intuition when we read something, hear something, need to say something which we're not 100% sure of. It will be easier for you to trust your intuition when you get the logic concept of a thing. And even if you tried and you made a mistake, you won't make the same mistake again, because this next time you won't say, oh, I had this word I remember. No, you say, okay, I know this is the wrong answer because I get the logic, so I'll try again. Okay, בסדר. So everything I'm going to say today, it's just a general logic way, a conceptual way to look at some things that will make it easier for you to handle with. Scary things that most people just won't handle. Okay, last thing, disclaimer. Hebrew is a mathematical language, but it's also very ancient language and renewing language. This is why it's such a great language, and we like speaking it and learning it. But of course, there are exceptionals and weird things going on. This is not mathematics. זה לא מתמטיקה. So blame the Bible for this, not me. ויאללה, זהו. אנחנו מתחילים. להיות, to be, or not to be. בעברית, in Hebrew, להיות is to be, but also to have. And also, we use it to describe things like she is pretty, just like in English. Now, I want to show you a quick review of conjugating להיות in the past and in the future. Please remember, this is not our goal. If you're not there yet with your teacher or learning yet, don't worry about it. This is not about how to conjugate להיות. This is important for me that you'll know that we conjugate להיות just like any other verb in the future, in the past. Quick review. If not there yet, don't worry, you'll get there. This is not our goal here. So, a quick review. להיות is a part of the להיות group. Listen to music like לראות, לקנות, לבכות, לשתות, להיות. The pattern, the general conjugation pattern, will be just like any other verb from this group. Okay, you can look at your root letters. I'm not gonna speak about it. This is a different lesson, a different webinar. I just want you to know, even the beginners, we conjugate להיות. It's a verb. בסדר. Quick review. And if you watch this not online, you can stop, check yourself, and play and see if you got it right. Okay, future tense. I just want you to see that להיות can be conjugated in the future tense, just like any other verb from this group. Just an example for the general pattern, so you see it's just like any other verb. Okay, you can see we have this pattern, and we just put the letters of the root there. אראה, אקנה, אהיה. תראה, תקנה, תהיה. נראה, נקנה, נהיה. Okay, יראו, יקנו, יהיו. Same music pattern of להיות. להיות, the bottom line here, can be conjugated and is conjugated in the past tense. Same thing with, future tense. Same thing with the past tense. Once again, this is not our purpose. For the ones of you who don't know how to conjugate verbs in the past tense, I just want you to know, not to remember, to know that להיות is conjugated in the past tense. Same music pattern, okay? קניתי, ראיתי, הייתי. ראתה, קנתה, הייתה. ראינו, קנינו, היינו. Okay? Same pattern, same thing as any other verb from this group. Sababa? Bottom line, להיות is just like any other verb that can be conjugated in the future and in the past, just like in the regular pattern of verbs from this group. So, the present tense. In English, you say that the present is a present. Well, it's not. And it's very Israeli. We never plan things. I always say, yeah, בסדר, it will be okay. We're just here, yeah, go with the flow. So, infinitive form of להיות. Many times when I teach my students a new verb, I will tell them, okay, if you're not sure how to conjugate it to the past or to the future, you can just use a helping verb, okay? For example, רוצה. אני רוצה להיות מורה. I want to be a teacher. אני יכולה להיות מורה. I can be a teacher, I hope. אני אוהבת להיות מורה. I love being a teacher, זה נכון, I really do. אני צריכה להיות מורה. I need to be a teacher. לא, I don't need to be, I want. אני לא צריכה להיות מורה, אני רוצה להיות מורה. Same with helping, nouns, adjectives. זה קל להיות מורה. It's easy to be a teacher. It's not easy, זה לא קל. זה חשוב להיות מורה. It's important to be a teacher. I think it is. אני חושבת שזה חשוב. זה טוב להיות מורה. It's good being to be a teacher. לי זה טוב. I learn a lot from my students. בסדר. Infinitive form. You can use a helping verb or helping noun or adjective. Okay, בסדר. אבל, when I want to conjugate להיות in the present tense, we don't have present tense for להיות. I think it's something has to do with God, but I don't care why. להיות have no present tense. It's not being conjugated in the present tense. In English, you have am, is, are. In Hebrew, we don't have this linking verb word, okay? For example, she is pretty. We will say, היא יפה. We'll take the is down and we get she pretty, היא יפה. Same with I am גילי. אני גילי. We're taking the M out, literally, I גילי. You are smart. We're taking the R out, we say you smart. אתה או אתם או אתן, okay, you in Hebrew, lots of options. אתה חכם. They are here. Take the R down. We get they here. Hem or hen. פה. This is easy, right? This easy. זה קל. I think that most of you know this. You know how to speak the present tense, but you never thought about it. Oh, we need like a linking verb here. אני גילי, אתה טוב, זה קשה, זה טעים. We're not using is, am, are. אבל אני רוצה שאתם תדעו. I want you to know, not remember, to know that when we're saying these things in the past tense or the future tense, we do conjugate להיות. For example, if I want to say זה קל, this is easy. If I want to say it was easy, yes, then I'm using להיות. זה היה קל. Okay? You are here. אתם פה. Future tense. We're going to need this להיות. אתם תהיו פה. As our first rule. להיות. We have no להיות in the present tense, but we do have it in the past and in the future. להיות can also be to have. Just like I told you now, right? Whenever we have a verb and we want to use it, we don't know how to conjugate it, we can use a helping verb or helping noun, etc. Well, לא. If I want to say I have, she have, etc., we have no infinitive form and we will not conjugate להיות. We will only use יש, have, and אין, don't have. אין is the opposite of יש. בבקשה, לא. Please don't say לא יש, don't have. Many times I tell my students, Israelis are used to hearing like weird Hebrew thing. Israelis speak really bad Hebrew, don't worry about it. Speak as you go. אבל, בבקשה, don't say לא יש, because people will not get what you want to say. יש and אין. בסדר? יש and אין. The opposite of יש, אין. We never use לא יש. Okay, so yes and אין, have and don't have, is one of the structures that are most difficult to literally translate from English. I don't know, we have a friend from Panama here, but I don't know about Spanish. אבל is saying quite of, אבל in English, we need to start our question or sentence with yes, and then add a thing like, is there food? Yes. אוכל? אין שיעור היום? There's no lesson today. אין שיעור. That's it. Or if you're referring to a person, like does he have, she have, we will say yes or אין, and then we add le. Prepositions, another annoying subject. We had a webinar about this. If you wish, I'll be happy to send you a link, of course, for free, of our recorded webinar. Or you can ask your teachers if you don't know how to conjugate prepositions. If you're not one of the students, you can book just preposition course. This is super important, חשוב מאוד. So, yes or אין, and then le. If you don't know yet, not sure yet how to conjugate le to, you can use a full sentence. Instead of saying יש לה, you can say יש לגילי. It's a tip, another tip, but it's not always working. Okay, so let's try this. If you're watching us offline, you can stop, write it, then check yourself. Just a quick review. So, יש or אין, לי, יש, אין, לך, יש, אין, לך, יש או אין, לכם, יש לנו, we have, יש לה, she have, יש לו, he have, יש להם או להן, they have. בסדר, so it's just יש or אין, plus le. Whenever you want to ask a question or say something about possession, there is, there isn't, don't try to literally translate from English. If you recognize and know that you want to say something about possession or something that exists or not, start your sentence with yes or en, then continue with le if it's about a person, or just say the thing. Don't try to literally translate from English. Let's try this. בסדר? How would I say, and I hope my English is okay, she have no dogs. Okay? She have no dogs. So this is our general pattern. Start your sentence with yes or en. So in this case, it's a negative thing, right? She have no dogs. It's about not having. So en la כלבים. Poor thing. No, I'm kidding. We have a good teacher. So something we have. You can recognize, okay, it's about possession. We're in the yes and world. I'm going to start my sentence with yes. And then I'm going to think about it. We have a good teacher. יש לנו. Okay. מורה טובה. בסדר, אולי, אולי לא. כסף, money, 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 money. We don't have, or let's try something else. You, masculine, don't have money. Okay? You don't have money. Singular, masculine. Try say to yourself, you don't have money. It's not a nice thing to say someone. So don't have, it's about having something or not having something. And I want to say don't have, so it's not having something. So en lecha kesef. So don't struggle with translation. If it's about possession, there is, there isn't. Start your sentence with yesh and en. Last one. Oh, two more. I'm sorry. Don't he have a girlfriend? Or doesn't he have a girlfriend? Ken. Okay, so doesn't he have? Is it about yes or en? What do you think? It's a negative thing, right? So, en lo חברה, when you're asking, I can see him speaking to her. Doesn't he have a girlfriend? אין לו חברה. I think he have. אני חושבת שכן, שיש לו חברה. או חבר. זמן, I have no time. I have no time. No, have no. So, אין לי. Start your sentence with אין לי. And then translate. זמן. אין לי זמן. How would you say? Do you have time for this? You, plural. Feminine. Do you have time for this? Try to translate it. Okay, I'm going to start my sentence. Have, יש, לכן, זמן, for this, לזה. Okay? Start your sentence with yes and en. It will make it easier for you to translate because you can't literally translate from English. Okay. A very popular slang. יש מצב, אין מצב. The word מצב, you know this, אתם מכירים, אתם יודעים. מצב is situation. When we're asking, מה המצב? Like, what's the situation? How you feel? המצב בישראל עכשיו לא טוב. The situation in Israel is not good. Okay? Just inventing things now. So, יש מצב or אין מצב. It's like there is a good chance or a bad chance, just like a battery, okay? It's not 100% yes or 100% no. It depends. So if I want to say יש מצב, I can ask someone, יש מצב שאתה יכול לתת לי 20 שקל. Maybe you can give me a 20 shekels. יש מצב? And he will say, כן, יש מצב, בטח. Yeah, sure. I think I can. Or, יש מצב שאני מגיעה למסיבה היום. I probably will come to the party today. I probably will. יש מצב. If I'm saying, אין מצב, it's quite definite. No way. Okay? את רוצה לאכול פיצה? No way. אין מצב. אני בדיאטה. Okay? אין מצב. So, אין מצב, no way. יש מצב, yeah, it's an option, it's possible. כן, בטח. And you can also ask someone, יש מצב, maybe, yeah, yes or no. Okay. יאללה. So, we need to ask ourselves, when we use להיות, are we in the world of situation or description? Okay. אני פה, הוא חכם, or is it all about possession, to have? Please remember, well, please know, in the world of situation or description, we have no present tense. We're not using im, is, or are. Most of you know this, אבל, please know that we do conjugate להיות in the past tense and the future tense, even though we don't use it in the present tense. If it's all about possession, we also don't even have an infinitive form. We just say yes or en. חשוב, חשוב, חשוב. Super important. להיות. When we use it in the world of to be, just like any other verb in the world, in English, in Hebrew, maybe Spanish, the verb will be conjugated according to the noun, okay? אני אוכלת, I'm eating. אני אכלתי, I ate. The verb is being conjugated and changed according to the pronoun. Is it she, he, they? If we're in the world of yes and en, and this is the exceptional, blame the Bible for this, the verb will be conjugated according to the thing we own, okay? For example, he have dogs. He, singular. Dogs, plural. Will the verb be conjugated for singular or plural? It will be conjugated for plural because it refers to the dogs and not to the person. Yep, I knew that. I know. So let's try this with to be. This is just like any other verb. It relates to the pronoun. Let's do this very quickly. אני חולה. I'm sick. This is the situation. I will not say I am sick, but I will conjugate it to the future and to the past. So הייתי חולה. This is the past tense. I don't want you to know how to conjugate להיות in the past tense if you haven't learned this yet. Just learn the principle. הייתי חולה. להיות will be conjugated according to me, the person, the pronoun, just like any other verb. הם לא בבית. They're not home. Situation, existence. So, הם לא יהיו בבית. The verb will be conjugated according to הם, the pronoun, just like any other verb. Last one, אתם מצחיקים. You are funny. Will be conjugated. הייתם מצחיקים. You were funny. According to the pronoun. This is just like any other verb. בסדר? יאללה, you know this. Okay. Our irregular, special person. Possession, X will be conjugated according to the thing we have and not according to us. So, יש לי כאב ראש. להיות will be conjugated because of like according to the person, me, I, or the headache, the thing I have. It will be conjugated according to the thing I have. היה לי. אין להם בית. They have no home, no house. So, is להיות here and will be conjugated according to they, them, or the house. מה אתם חושבים? What do you think? It's irregular. Usually verbs are conjugated according to the pronoun. So this is special. So no pronoun. According to the thing we have. לא יהיה להם בית. Okay, according to the house. יש פה שירותים. Do you have bathroom here? Like in a restaurant? So we have no pronoun here. היו פה שירותים. בסדר. When we say a sentence with no pronoun, יש פה שירותים, אין לי זמן, well, it's a big clue that we need to relate when you conjugate the verb להיות to the thing we have and not to the pronoun. Okay, so the first question we have, we can ask ourselves, we need to ask ourselves is, are we in the situation world or in the possession world? And according to what להיות should be conjugated? Situation, description world, just like any other verb, pronoun. Possession is a special one, according to the thing we possess. Let's try, okay? הוא גבוה. הוא גבוה. He's tall. Is it about possession? לא. So, regular verb. According to he, right? According to the pronoun. יש להם חתול. They have a cat. Are we in the situation, like being world, or are we in the possession world? We have yes here. We can see it's about possession world. So it's not like regular verbs. We will conjugate להיות according to the cat, singular, and not the plural of להם. Okay, don't give up. הם בבית. Is it about possession? Do we have yes or and here? No, right? So it's easy. קל, just like any other verb. Conjugated according to the pronoun. יש לה חבר. So, יש. Okay? Big clue. It's about possession. Yes. Okay. This should be conjugated according to חבר, the thing she have. Okay. למה אין לכם כסף? I want you to try. Okay? Try and click the right answer. What do you think? מה אתם חושבים? Is it about possession? Or is it about a situation? Okay. Okay. סבבה. So, except for like one of you, most of you said it's about possession, of course. למה? Because you can see the word and. נכון? Okay, so we will conjugate this according to the money. יאללה. הוא חושב שהילד שלו חכם. הוא חושב שהילד שלו חכם. Is it about possession? Or is it about a situation? Do we have a yes or an here? What do you think? מה אתם חושבים? Okay. 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 So, of course, this is a situation. You got it, all of you. הוא חושב שהילד שלו חכם. No yes or an here. So, the verb will be conjugated according to the boy. נכון? Smart kid. יאללה, יש פה מסעדה קרובה. I'm not pulling now. יש פה מסעדה קרובה. Yes, okay, you can see it's all about possession. And יש לנו סיבה טובה. We have a good reason for attending this webinar. You can see the word yes. So it's about possession. And the verb will be conjugated according to the reason. סיבה. Okay, so מה יש? A very common question. It can be literally asked when I want to say, what's for lunch? Can מה יש לאכול בצהריים? I can also ask my friend, מה יש לך? Like, what's up with you? I can see your face. You look bad. מה יש לך? What's up with you? Okay, מה יהיה? Future tense of להיות. So you can see we're conjugating the yes into the future tense. מה יהיה? What will be, literally. So we're asking it if you want to say what's going to happen, like like in a desperate way. What's going to happen with the global warming or COVID? I hope we'll see this webinar in a year from now and forget what COVID is. אבל מה יהיה עם global warming? Like, I'm desperate. What's going to happen? מה יהיה עם זה? ומה היה? It's like, מה היה בוובינר? What was it? What was it like? What was it all about? How was it? מה היה שם? Can you tell me more? בסדר. Okay, this is a little bit anthropological thing. If you're not watching us online, you can stop. Try and read this. Try and tell yourself, okay, I understand. I understand what's, okay, I got this. And then check yourself. So, חבורת לול, it's a name of a group. הייתה was, because it's a situation. They didn't have, they were. חבורה, once again, like a group. אומנים, artists, שפעלו בתחילת שנות ה-70. They were active during the 70s בתל אביב, in תל אביב. והשפיעו מאוד על התרבות הישראלית. They had a great influence on Israeli culture. הם יצרו, they created קולנוע, טלוויזיה ומוזיקה, movies, television show and music. וחיו, they lived חיים, life, ליברליים ולא קונבנציונליים, liberal and unconventional life. They were, הם היו, ההיפים, הישראלים של שנות ה-60 וה-70. Israeli hippies of the 60s and 70s. עד היום, up until today, לול נחשבים, or being considered considered to אבות הרוחניים, spiritual fathers של הרוק העברי בישראל. Okay, Hebrew rock and roll. Okay, as this is a song, shir of Lul. You have a link here to YouTube. This is a cover of the song by another rock stars, rock band during the 90s. They recorded a cover. I don't care if you don't know the meaning of some of the words here. This is just conjugating להיות. When you hear this, try to see if it's about possession or situation. If you learn how to conjugate past tense, you can check yourself. You can listen to the song and implement. Generally, this song is all about bringing now things that will eventually come later. It's about the peace. And it was written before the peace agreement with Egypt and then Jordan. And I really hope that someday we will realize that peace is so much better than war. So why won't we start living in peace now? Because it will come if you're optimistic. אם אתם אופטימיים. So לא היה, לא היו, היה רק, לא היה, שלום. So, תחשבו, think about it. Is it about possession? Is it about a situation? I'm not going to tell you. בסדר. אז, מה היה לנו פה? Maybe you feel a bit confused, overwhelmed. You're going to say, oh, my head, like, I don't want to overthink this. You shouldn't overthink this. Trust your intuition. האינטואיציה שלכם. Okay? The most important thing is להיות, to be. We don't have conjugated to be in the present tense. ואתם יודעים את זה, you know this, you know, even if you're told beginners, you know how to say your name. אני גילי, I גילי, I don't have an M there, but it's so important for you to know that we do conjugate this am, are, is, להיות in the present tense. We do conjugate it in the future tense and the past tense. I will not say I גילי in the past tense. I was גילי. I hope I'm going to say it soon. בסדר. Okay. להיות, to have. This is a different story. Okay. The conjugation of להיות in the past and the future will be based on the thing we possess and not the pronoun. So we need to ask ourselves, are we in the world of possession or being, a situation? And then according to what we need to conjugate להיות. Okay, זהו. This is it. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to send them to me. Questions, comments, anything. If you wish to receive the link to this recorded webinar, be my guest. You can send it to whoever you wish. Please feel free. I really hope you learned a lot. And if you feel confused, overwhelmed, please let me know. I'll be happy to re-explain everything to you. You can also ask your teacher. Let them know, can you please summarize this, or can we practice this in our next lessons? And if you're not a student, you are more than welcome to join us, or just schedule a short lesson or a couple of lessons in this regard. As I previously said, we had more webinars, prepositions, etc. So you can ask them, the link to watch them, of course, free of charge. זה הכל. היה לי כיף לראות אתכם, our great students, ולפגוש אתכם, friends, חברים, ועד הפעם הבאה. Until next time. להתראות. Bye.